everyone, welcome to my channel. Today for my first video ever, I'm going to be telling you guys all about my newborn must-haves, newborn essentials, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 10 products that absolutely saved my husband and I's life when it came to my daughter Peyton being a newborn. She's now 6 months old, so she's not quite a newborn anymore, but I have been wanting to film this video for a really long time. So when she was a newborn, I started writing everything down that really was helping us out, and here I am today. I do plan on making this into kind of a series, if you will. So right now I'm doing her newborn must-haves, and then I'll do her 3 to 6 month must-haves, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, and all beyond her years. So to stop myself from rambling on, we're just gonna get right into the video. So my first product is actually 2 products, and they're products that you can't use until they're about 2 weeks old. So I guess they're not newborn must-haves, but they are Gripe water and gas drops. And these ones are from Little Remedies. And the Gripe water is to help reduce gas, colic, and hiccups. And the gas drops are obviously just to reduce gas. These things are lifesavers. Peyton got a lot of hiccups when she was in the womb, and when she was born, she continued getting those hiccups. And I always felt so bad because she looked so uncomfortable whenever she would get them. And as soon as she turned 2 weeks and she got the hiccups, I introduced the Gripe water to her, and literally the second I gave them to her, her hiccups were gone. I don't know if it was the act of sucking the medicine out of the syringe or if it was the actual ingredients in the Gripe water. I don't know, but this stuff is literally magic water. Whenever she was kind of fussy and she was fed, she was diapered, she wasn't tired, so I didn't really know exactly what was going on, I would give her the Gripe water and it would just automatically calm her down and soothe her. A lot of the times if she was fussy before bed, I would give it to her and it would just really relax her. So I don't know what it is about this stuff, but I swear by it. You can use the gas drops in conjunction with the Gripe water. So what I would do is I would give her the Gripe water, and then after about 30 minutes, if that didn't really seem to be working, I would give her the gas drops, and 99% of the time that would be the solution. You guys need these 2 things because they will absolutely save your life. If your baby's a little bit colicky, give them the Gripe water and I swear it will help you. Number 2 on my newborn essentials list is a noise machine. This one is from Homedics and it's actually a portable one, and I have since got a one that you plug into the wall. And the reason for that is because when I was searching and making my registry, I was like, why would I buy a $30 noise machine that I have to plug into the wall that I can't really take around the house with me, when I could just get a $15 portable noise machine and I can take it to any room in the house. I can take it out with us if I need to. It was great, but the only issue that I had was that I was replacing the batteries probably every 3 nights or so because she was using it for about 11 hours a night to keep her asleep. So I really like this one. It just wasn't very practical. So like I said, I've since got one that plugs into the wall. I can't show you it right now because my daughter's using it while she takes a nap. But I really like both of these. Now I just throw this in our baby bag. And the reason why I'm telling you you need a noise machine, particularly a white noise machine, is because it will absolutely change your baby's sleep game. I have been using white noise since day 1. The reason why I like it is because anytime that she's sleeping in her room or anywhere really, it not only helps her fall asleep and stay asleep, but it also blocks out any outside noise. So say me and Brandon are just like doing stuff around the house at night, she can't really hear it because the white noise blocks all of that outside sound out. So I swear that it will change your baby's sleep game and your child will go to sleep and stay asleep. Number 3 is a nightlight, and I'm not talking about the ones that plug into the wall. Maybe that would help you, but in particular I'm talking about one that you can tap and it turns on, and you can make it brighter or dimmer. This one you can also change the color on it, so you can change it to more of a whiter light. You can also make this brighter and dimmer. The reason why I'm telling you you need a night light, specifically one that dims, is because when you bring your baby home in the middle of the night, when she wakes up for a feeding or she needs her diaper changed, you don't want to turn on your overhead light that's in your room or your lamp or anything like that, because light to a baby means it's time to wake up, it's time to get up, it's time to play, and you don't want that at 2 o'clock in the morning. You also don't really want to wake your partner. I mean, maybe you do, but I didn't. So when she would wake up for a feeding and a diaper change, I would just turn on the light and do it on the dimmest setting. And that way you're not simulating to your baby that it's time to wake up. You're not waking your partner up. So I promise that this will really, really help you and keep your baby asleep, because that's the last thing you want in the middle of the night. When they wake up, you're like, no, I just want you to go back to sleep. And having a dim light will really help with that. Okay, my fourth newborn essential is this guy right here. This is a Boppy Lounger, and oh my goodness, this thing came in handy so many times. These things were great because it was something that I could put Peyton in. Say Brandon and I were in the living room and just like watching a movie or eating dinner or something like that, and we wanted to put her down, I would put her down in that, and she was just so comfortable because it kind of like envelops their body. A lot of the times when I would put her down in it, she would fall asleep and take a nap in it, and I know you're not supposed to let your baby sleep in it, but if she was right next to us and we were watching her, I didn't really have a problem with it. We never felt comfortable with having her sleep in it unsupervised. That always just kind of freaked us out. But if she was right next to us and she was sleeping, she always just looked so comfortable, and it really just served its purpose as something to put her down in and for her to be comfortable. All right, number 5 is butt paste or some sort of diaper cream or paste. The one that I have right now is this Aquaphor Healing Cream Baby 3-in-1 Diaper Rash Cream, and it prevents, soothes, and treats. This is my second diaper paste that I've had, or diaper cream. The first one that I had was butt paste, and I was very, very, very hesitant to put it on Peyton when I first got home from the hospital, because I always kind of had it in my mind that these diaper creams or anything like that kind of aided in moisture, and when your baby has a rash, that's the last thing that you want to be putting on their skin is more moisture. You kind of want to be taking the moisture out. But I found out that butt paste and any type of cream or paste actually not only soothes and prevents and makes a barrier between your baby's skin and the diaper, but it also sucks out the moisture from your baby's skin. So I started using the butt paste, and I swear by that stuff. This stuff is actually really good too. I think it's pretty comparable. It's just a little thinner than the butt paste, but I think that both of them work phenomenally. I swear by this stuff. Really I've heard really good things about the Honest Company diaper cream. Probably any diaper cream. Just make sure that it's a cream or a paste and it's not like a jelly type thing like Vaseline or the actual Aquaphor, because that's meant to put moisture back into your baby's skin, and that's not what we want. All right, number 6, I actually don't have here to show you, but I will insert a clip of Peyton in it, and it is a baby swing. This, kind of like the Boppy Lounger, really serves its purpose as something that you can put your baby down in, but not only that, it also really soothes your baby. So I remember she was probably like 2 weeks old and we hadn't used it yet, and one night she was just screaming, would not stop crying, and I put her in the swing, and literally 2 seconds later she stopped crying and was asleep. I never had a bouncer or like a rocker, so I can't really attest, and it really depends on your baby. Some babies love a swing and some babies don't. I think if anything, you should at least try a baby swing and see how your baby likes it, because if they do, I promise you, it can kind of save your sanity some days. I have ours in our kitchen now. She's kind of starting to grow out of it, but I keep it in our kitchen so that if I'm ever doing dishes or making dinner or anything like that, she can just sit in the swing and watch me. The next thing on my list, I also don't have here to show you because we actually lost ours, but it is a Paci Plushy or a WUBBANUB. We had a Paci Plushy, and the reason why I got that opposed to the WUBBANUB is because with the WUBBANUB, you can't take the pacifier, well, I guess I should tell you what it is. It's a pacifier attached to a stuffed animal, and with the WUBBANUB, you can't take the pacifier off of the little plush toy. So that's the reason I got our Paci Plushy. And the reason why I really liked it was because it sits on their chest. So if they spit their binky out, it's kind of always just right there. The one thing that I didn't like about it was when she was a newborn, she hated to be swaddled. And so her arms were free and she would not know how to control her hands. So she would sometimes knock the binky out of her mouth. Since there was a stuffed animal attached to it, it was kind of easier to knock out. But after she knocked it out, I wouldn't have to be searching around the bassinet trying to find this tiny little pacifier. I would just be able to feel for the stuffed animal, grab it, and put it back in her mouth. Number 8 on my list is cloth diaper pre-folds. Now, we are a disposable diaper family. It's just the way we roll. But the reason that I use the cloth diaper pre-folds is for burp cloths, or really just like cleaning around my house or anything like that. These things are very versatile, but when it comes to using them as a burp cloth, they are so absorbent, and I have actual burp cloths, and I just think that these do the job way better. The other ones are just kind of like a piece of fabric and don't do a very good job at absorbing things. You can order them in a pack of like 10 or something on Amazon for very, very cheap. I know with actual burp cloths, you can get them in these cutesy little patterns, but honestly, they're so expensive, and for you to pay that much for them to not really even work is just kind of pointless in my opinion. So I highly suggest that you grab these cloth diaper pre-folds and use them as burp cloths, anything around the house. Number 9 on my list is sleeping gowns. So when I was making my registry, every single video I watched was telling me,
zip up sleepers, you need zip up sleepers. Oh my goodness, don't get the button up sleepers.
Get the zip up sleepers.
So I did. And while the zip-up sleepers were a lot easier than the button-up sleepers, the zip-up sleepers zip from the top down. So when you're changing their diaper and you don't really want them to fully wake up and stuff like that, you're zipping down and you're exposing their chest. So they're kind of gonna get chilly, and I just didn't really like that. It was kind of annoying to me. However, with gowns, they are literally like a dress, and they have the little elastic on the bottom, and so when you're changing a diaper, by the time I started using these and realizing how much more of a lifesaver they were than the zip-up sleepers, she was enjoying being swaddled. So in the middle of the night when I would do her dream feed, all I would have to do is just unswaddle her, roll up the gown, change her diaper, roll it back down, re-swaddle her, rather than unswaddling her, unzipping the onesie, exposing her chest so she was getting cold, so I'd wake her up a little bit, and then having to zip up the sleeper, whatever. I just enjoy the gowns, and I think they're a lot more practical for the middle of the night. I highly, highly, highly recommend the gown sleepers. The last thing, number 10 on my list, is actually not a product, but it's an app on your phone, and it's called Glow Baby. And the second that I had Peyton, I downloaded Glow Baby in the hospital, and basically what it is, it's just like all your other apps, but I feel like this one has a lot more than all the other apps. So you can track your breastfeeding, the last diaper that they had, what kind of diaper it was, if they're eating solids. You can track that. You can put in their naps. When you're a new mom, the last thing you want to do is try to remember when your child fell asleep, or when the last time they ate was, or what their last diaper was. And while you can write it all down, I just really preferred to have it in an app, and I think that it made my life a million times easier. And it also has a little overview so you can look at their day. What I also like about this is that you can track when you gave them medicine, if you're pumping, if you gave them a bottle, literally everything that you need. It'll also give you tips daily on like breastfeeding, bottle feeding, anything that you're doing. And I just found it really, really helpful because, like I said, when you're when you have a newborn, the last thing you want to do is be writing it in a notebook. One of my friends was doing that and I was like, girl, get Glow Baby and you will thank me. It's free, you don't have to pay for it. You can get like a premium membership, but it's not really necessary in my eyes. All right, guys, that is it for all 10 of my newborn essentials. I really hope that I helped someone in this video. If you are a new mom, congratulations, and enjoy every single minute that you have with that newborn baby, because before you know it, they'll be 6 months and you'll be like, where the hell did the time go? If you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe because I plan on filming a lot of more videos this week. And if you have any ideas that you would like to see from me, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.